See, she went through the process. She didn't get the big head. She didn't buck the system. Whatever Mordecai, her mentor, told her to do, she listened. She took the instructions of what was told to her. You know, how many people be bucking against authoritative figures in their life, don't want to follow no kind of instruction? Hello, somebody. We just want to get to destiny, and you wonder why the pastors and stuff tell you to go sit down somewhere.
Come on.
Oh, we in transition. This is, you know, it ain't just got to be women in transition. We all in transition in some form or another.
Yes. Oh, come on.
But what got me was the purification process. How many people want God to cleanse them and wash them and sanctify them and set them apart for His use? That's your destiny. But you got to go through a purification process. That's the one we run from. It takes too long. Oh, what you crying about? You talking about you trying to go to destiny. You talking about God got a purpose for your life. But hello, somebody. Let me tell you something. The Bible say present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Lord. That's your reasonable what? Service.
Yes. Come on.
And I have to kind of stay there with purification. Because that's a hard thing for us.
Yes, it is.
We don't want to be clean, some of us. You know why? Because we don't want nobody to know we stink in God's nostril.
My Lord. Come on now.
Let me tell you something. If you got a destiny that God has predestined your life, it's going to cost you something. You are going to have to give up something.
Oh, yeah.
And what you're going to have to give up is you.
Come on.
Esther gave up herself to go through the process. She had to what? Deny her flesh.
My Lord.
Come on now. Hello, somebody.
That's all right.
Jesus. We must be willing to allow God to make the necessary changes in our lives to be able to move forward. When we go through the process, humble and obedient, we may obtain other benefits. I'm going to stop right there. We have to be humble.
That's it.
We have to be obedient. Let me tell you something. God can process you and raise you up. But if you don't stay humble and obedient, you will get stripped back down.
Sure will. Come on.
You don't want to be pulled up out of your destiny because you're not humble and you're not obedient and you're not obeying those instructions. Had Esther not listened,
My Lord. Amen. My Lord. My Lord.
humbleness, obedience can get you some benefits.
Come on.
That brings me to my last point. The result of the process brings favor from God. Did you hear what I said? The results of the process brings favor from God. You don't hear me. Let me tell you something. Favor is better than money. If you got favor, in some ways that He'll bring the money you are obtaining to the.
Say that.
Yes. Come on.
Don't hear me? Let's read verse 15 through 17. Yes, Lord. It say, now when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go unto the king, she required nothing but what Haggai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women, appointed. And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all of them that looked upon her. So Esther was taken into King Ahasuerus into the house royal in the 10th month, which is the month of Tebet, in the 7th year of his reign. The king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. As a result of this process, Esther was made queen. Esther was celebrated. You don't hear me? She obtained favor with God and man, which transitioned her into a purpose to save her people. We shouldn't fight the process.
Come on.
Of obtaining favor with God because it brings results. Let me tell you something. Had Esther not transitioned, the Jews would not be saved. You don't hear me? Because see, Esther was a Jew, but Jesus, her identity was hidden. You don't hear me? While she was going through the process. You don't hear me? But at God's appointed time, it was revealed. Oh, you don't hear me? You don't hear me? You don't hear me? You don't hear me? And chapter 3, listen to this. Haman was plotting against the Jews. That's in chapter 3 of Esther. And chapter 4, Mordecai approached Esther that helped her save her people. Because Mordecai, which is her cousin, got wind of what old Haman, hello somebody, was trying to do. You don't hear me? I'm talking about women, or let me say, us in transition.
Yes.
Had Esther not went through her process, you don't hear what I'm saying? She couldn't have fulfilled her destiny. Let me tell you something. Sometimes your identity has to be hidden for a season while you're going through your process.
Come on.
Everybody don't need to know who you are at that moment, but at God's appointed time, when it's needed, just like Esther, he will reveal himself through you at the appointed time. But guess what? Esther stayed humble. Esther stayed obedient. Esther did instructions, whatever was told for her to do. And oh my God, you don't hear me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something when you got the favor of God. See, Esther, you understand me? Esther could have got killed. You know, technically she could have got killed. Because you just can't come before the king without being something.
Yes. Yes.
So you just can't come. You just couldn't come before the king without being summoned. See, Esther had a major transitional purpose. Understand me. And see, let me tell you, some things happen. The enemy come. But Esther, when she got wind of it, she knew who she was. She knew who her God was. You don't hear? Right. So guess what? She stepped into her true identity.
My Lord.
As a chosen vessel.
Yeah.
And they came forward, and guess what she told them? If you go in the book of Esther, she told them to fast 3 days. Now, when you fast and you don't eat, hello somebody, you know what that word again? Purification?
Yeah.
Her purification was for preparation.
Come on.
Oh, you don't hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Her purification, Pastor, was for preparation.
Yes.
Had she not went through her whole process? See, if you look at it, God had his hand on Esther all the time.
Yes, he did.
Because 12 months is really the process. But because of who her DNA was and who she was connected to, she got picked out what? In 10.
Come on. Early.
What am I saying? When you walk in the place that God has you and you go through the total process, I don't care what comes up against you. You understand me? When God is first and foremost the head of your life, and not you the head, but him the head, he give you favors in places that you shouldn't even have favor. That's what happened to Esther in her transition. Remember, I said it bring about some results. And remember at the beginning I told you about change. What change came through? Her people were saved.
Yes, they were.
So how many, my question to you, what is it in your life right now that is stopping you from your transition to reach your destiny? Are you bucking the process? Are you resisting the instructions? What is it? Let me tell you something. When God has a purpose and a plan for your life, you can't take it lightly.
That's right.
You can hide from me, you can hide from the pastor, you can hide from whomever. But you can't hide from God. He knows your innermost things. I told the Lord, I said, God, I don't want to do anything without you. I don't want to do anything that my spirit is contaminated, because it will not bring you any glory. And so daily you have to ask yourself, in my process of transition, am I purified? Am I clean? Am I a vessel that God can use? If that, I'm not putting nobody on blast, because we all go through processes. But my challenge to you on today, even if it was 3 minutes ago or an hour ago or 5 hours or yesterday or whatever, are you allowing God to purify you? See, we want to jump, we want to buck, we want to shout. That's wonderful. I holler, I run. Let me tell you something. I holler for the Lord because I'm a worshiper. I ain't got no shame.
Right.
But at the end of all that, is all my hollering, is all my bucking, is all my shouting, is it purified?
Come on.
Because it's a nation of people behind you that God is going to use your life for. But if you're not positioned, then what happens? If Esther had not been in place, what would have happened to the people? Because Haman, if you read the story later on, what happened to Haman? She had so much favor, whatever she wanted, the king granted. And so the very person that tried to destroy her people got hung on the gallows that he built. That's the kind of God that we serve when we get in position.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
And everybody, when Esther told Mordecai, tell all of them. Tell all the people, all my people to do what? Fast and pray. You know that 2 or 3? Come on, somebody.
Yes. My Lord.
And that moved God. That moved God. And And God granted her favor. It just didn't come because she was married to the king. Hello, somebody. No. Because she stepped in a place that you have to be summoned. But because of the favor of God, if you look at it and say on the third day, that's what she